Have you ever been surprised by how bad you can be? How angry or bitter or spiteful or even violent you have been on occasion? Probably with those who are closest to you in your marriage, your family, friends. And perhaps being a little bit shocked or perhaps very shocked by what you've seen in yourself, you've tried to make excuses. I really wasn't myself. I don't know what came over me. I was tired. I was stressed. Didn't know what I was doing. I'd had a bad day. But the fact is, it was you who did it and not someone else. And you felt shocked by the wickedness that came out of you. Certainly I've had that experience, and I'm sure you have as well. Sometimes we discover ourselves to be more wicked than we ever imagined. And I think there are various levels of self-discovery that we can point to here. And I had 3 until this week, and now I've thought of 2 more, so I've got 5. And they're descending levels of self-discovery. And the first is simply that in public, here for example, or in public places, generally speaking, we are nice. We are usually nice and polite and respectful. And that's how it should be. I'm not encouraging anybody to be different. I don't expect any punches to be thrown later or anything really unkind to take place. But then we get home, don't we? And there's a descent, probably a descent to another level, possibly. And we're not always so nice at home amongst those we are close to. We let down our guard, don't we? We become more of who we really are, perhaps. And it can be quite unkind and nasty sometimes. Level 3 takes us down again to the level of the heart. So from the home to the heart. Our hearts and minds. And here it can start to get really ugly. We think and feel things inside, don't we, that can be deep and resentful and jealous and downright ugly. Speaking for myself, as I think I'm speaking also for you, our hearts and minds are not very pretty places sometimes, are they? No, that's as far as I used to get, and I've cranked up a couple more. And the fourth one is kind of based on the third one, that it's still in the heart, but it's when we're under pressure as well. And when we're under pressure, though it can bring out the best in us, it can also bring out the worst in us. And the things that bubble up from our hearts when we are stressed or under pressure can be particularly wicked, I think. But the 5th level is the revelation. The lowest level of them all, if you like, is the revelation of the one who knows us better than we know ourselves. So even as well as we might know ourselves, our self-discovery, actually it's worse. The Lord knows us better than we know ourselves. Our God, our Maker, our Designer, knows us truly, fully, and deeply. And that, I think, brings us to Romans 1 and an expose, a revelation of what human beings, in the light of His absolute holiness and perfection, what human beings are like, can be like, at least potentially are like. It's deep and penetrating, this analysis, isn't it? It's uncomfortable, it's bleak, it's serious, it's damning. The words that have just been read to us by David in Romans 1. And it includes everyone. We're all in this boat. And it speaks not only of actions, but like we've said, of attitudes, of motives, of lusts, of passions, of things deep down within that other people don't see, but God does see, of course.